Hi, hi, good evening, hello. Um, I'm just basically showing up, checking in, or whatever you want to call it, because I just made an announcement in my Serbian video about the recent portals. That there were several portals open on the between 9th and 11th, and on the 12th yesterday there was some major shifts happening, and I was gonna make this video before 11th as an information, but I had an emergency, a family emergency, uh, because all the energies that were coming in created not everybody could handle them. So yeah, my brother got sick and had a high fever, and I was basically frantic because I myself was confronted with the fact that doctors won't take patients with fever in, and I feel defeated as a human being. And I don't even believe that how all this is possible. That somebody actually tells you we can't because uh, we were told so. I didn't want to take him to the this current thing going on, virus ambulance, because I knew that's not what's going on. Or whether I tell the doctors, hey, I'm witch, so I know that's not a problem. He had an infection. So I had to yell at the doctors and call them to I'm not going to be pronouncing this properly, but it's going to sound proper, to the Hippocratic oath, and it's more like hypocrite. I can't even believe what we have come down as a society and a humanity, and I'm just shocked. Everything is fine, turned out for the best, but I just I can't believe educated people with some kind of a knowledge, education, and prestige behaving like this. It's beyond my belief. It's beyond. myself, I'm not. I myself am not that well now. So yeah, that's not gonna stop me from showing up. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that the energies that came in between 9th and 11th, it actually started on the 4th. It started way before because of some planetary alignments. But the portals that I'm talking about were not about planetary alignments. They were about celestial. Well, planets are celestial bodies, but I'm talking about portals that have not been open for a while. And it's the Pleiades alignment. It's basically the Aquarian stellium too, but it's again, it has nothing. What I'm talking about has nothing to do with the astrology. It's about um, alignment with the galactic core, with the great galactic central sun, and the upsurge from of the energy from there. So the whole universe is upgrading and ascending. Not only the earth is ascending. And when I say ascending, I don't mean that there will be one planet and another planet. I mean, I don't know what's everybody's scenario, but it's uh basically, as the earth ascends, we are ascending too. So we're receiving a lot of energy that she receives. And if we are unable to follow, we might have some symptoms that we can develop as health issues or emotional issues, or some dynamics. There are some patterns that need attention. Yeah, there is a reality splitting, but there is also a realignment of polarities. So everything is blending, like male, female, and black and white. The polarities are coming into alignment. That I'm not saying merge, don't mix that. I'm just saying it's an alignment. So it means it's coming to balance. It's coming, what was not in balance before, it's coming to balance. But these um so these things might not always be pleasant. There might be some unpleasant moments. As I mean, I didn't have them myself. It wasn't personally myself, but because my brother is as it is, has his own illness and his own disease. So the energy that he was receiving was too much for him, and it might be too much for other people too. It's basically about your nervous system. So if your nervous system is not well and it's not upgraded, it's going to have difficulties processing this energy. So basically, his difficulties ceased yesterday. Oh, yeah, yesterday, when the portals are not closed. The portals are completely all open now. It just, the influx is not so strong as it was, and it's gonna stay that way. So basically, you can access it anyway at your own pace now. So the realities are splitting, and if there are energies that you are not in alignment with anymore, then you're not going to be in the same realities anymore. So what does that mean? Whether somebody dies and goes on in another dimension, or comes back in another life or another suit to have their own lessons in a different way, in a more open um, vessel than before, or they're just living their life somewhere independently from you, or maybe they're still in your life but in a different way, in a different role. I don't know. It depends on individual scenario. I don't know how this all affects each and every one of us individually, personally, or collectively. And I had a big drama. When I was making a video in Serbian about these borders, I didn't even expect this kind of drama in my own reality, but I did. I mean, I feel like I just came back from war, because I felt as if I was holding a stronghold, a door. So it's like everything was trying to convince us that my brother is sick with this current disease, but he wasn't. And I was like, no, 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 no. I mean, it was, yeah, the outcome was supposed to be different, because this was an attack, because I was seeing what was happening. But anyways, he himself has problems in processing this amount of energy, and some of his own energy came back to him, which I was seeing. We had a session and I was seeing it. I was processing things for him. So I was kind of surprised to see that, when I saw a whole lot of stuff that I was working on with other people, actually, that I was talking to you about, and I saw a lot of tortures and stuff that happened to him, and I saw that he's a ship navigator, and in some other, he was in some previous past reality, somebody's right hand, somebody's left hand, not right, left hand, not mine. Uh, and this is why some of the things were happening, because of the dynamics and issues that happened then, the things that happened then. These are all clearings from those events, and I wasn't myself aware of that until now. And I had some other disappointments coming my way this week too, and this is the energy of these alignments that is bringing us to balance, and allowing us, encouraging us to speak our truth and to speak for others that cannot speak for themselves, to be a voice, so that we do not allow our voice to be stifled. And while making this, I just something started being activated here, which is not nice. I don't feel that okay now. So I'm just expecting some more clearings to come around. But basically, this is like the realignment with the great galactic central sun, which is Alcyone, the Pleiadian energies, and the Alcyone is sort of a higher self of our Earth. This is how I feel it, and it's consisted of many of it's a consciousness, it's a planet consciousness, it's a portal. Basically, that is our sun is a portal to other galaxies, but Alcyone is a portal to other worlds, to multiverse, to other universes, and it's a very strong vortex. It's not actually a planet. It's more of a vortex of energy, and consists of consciousness of many beings. And this is what we are all realigned to. And whoever has connections with the Pleiadians and the Alcyone and the Galactic Federation of Light had a big upsurge of energy this week, and it might have not been pleasant, which doesn't mean it was not okay. It doesn't mean anything negative. It's a liberation, actually. But basically, it was a realignment of Christos Sophia energies, which is basically a realignment of energies of Divine Mother, Father, God within us. Whether you want to call them Christos or Sophia, Christ, Mary Magdalene, Emmanuel, or I don't know, Astrea, I don't know. It doesn't really matter as long as you call them. And that doesn't mean that they're not in alignment. They are in alignment. They have always been in alignment. It is us, our realities, our inner male, not only male and female energy. Yeah, that in the beginning of the week it was that kind of energy. Now it's more of the integration of that, and it's more about the expression and about walking your path and walking your talk, about expressing and living what you're actually, not just speaking about it, but actually living it from the heart and from the balanced state of your inner world. So what is not in alignment and in balance, it's going to be stirred up to come out and to be, so that you can do something about it. And of course, there are people that won't know what's going on, that will be panicking, that will need help, that will need, some sort of an alignment. And there are people who won't do anything about it, because they will think they will remain in their own vibration, and they will think that's okay. From what I'm seeing now, there are way too many of those now. Way too many. I thought that we were a little bit more conscious, but or is it because where I'm at the moment, because I needed to help somebody, and I just feel as if I've lost a whole lot of energy, because this was difficult. Like, I literally feel like I just came back from work. No, I don't think that's done yet, though. So, if you have people around you like that, you might be called for holding space and helping them in some way that you can. Some people won't at all understand what you're saying, but they might understand you on a soul level. Like, like I saw what was going on here with my brother. And some people won't even understand you on a soul level because they're so disconnected that won't help. That won't work. So, I mean, yeah, that means, like I said last time, there will be uh, bigger splits, uh, and some people might be aggressive, turn aggressive towards you, um, because they're not able to follow the energy, the upsurge of energy that is coming in, and so if you're not threatened by them, if this is just something verbal or something that they're just expressing in a wrong way that they need help with, you can just send them love, but go your own way. But if they are threatening to you openly, or you just feel threatened, then just remove yourself from the situation. I don't know, do whatever you can to protect yourself and just don't be in their presence. You can, I mean, you can only so much share help to somebody as much as they are able to receive. So you can push them beyond these limits, and especially if you are going to endanger yourself. Um, mm, uh, I honestly don't feel that very connected at the moment. Um, I'm just thinking, what was I? Was there anything more important that I needed to say to you at the moment? Um, yeah, you might be surprised. You might be surprised. Like I was surprised this week. I processed so much heavy energy and so much of I don't know what it was. I mean, that was such a huge attack. It was bad. But that's how it goes. So, this is calling you to come back to your center, like in alignment with the galactic center, which is actually our center. This is calling you to come back to your center and your truth, and express your truth, and follow and live your values. What does that mean for you? I don't know. That might, coming new earth might not even mean completely new values and new systems. It might mean coming back to something that already existed, that we already had, that we've forgotten. Coming back to the real values, to what is absolute truth for us. Well, absolute truth. What are our basic values? Something that we won't give up no matter what. And these are sometimes very old concepts, very old traditions that have been there for a really long time, and something that is true, something that is organic. That's what it means actually. And yeah. Uh, it is not only alignment of male and female energies. We're talking a lot about it lately. Right, rising of of feminine energies, of goddess, and disrespect of women, and being silenced. But it's also about, basic values, basic human rights, and everything basic that we have all been deprived of for a really long time, and we are very much deprived of in this current situation. It's just that we are not doing anything about it. None of us. We are allowing it. This is this is why I started this video like I started it. We're not raising our voices against it. We're not doing anything against it. Doctors themselves are not doing anything against it. They're not saying that they won't put up with this, that they won't take it, that they won't have it. And it is the truth. This is the truth that is being going on around, that we are all accepting false systems, false values, somebody's belief systems, and we're allowing it. Everything that is happening to us at the moment, we are allowing it, and this is the truth. We are not doing anything about it, and God knows how many people have died because of what? Nobody wanted to take them in because somebody said that there is a protocol that I have to follow. What the fuck is that? I mean, I don't even believe what is going on. It feels as if it's not even a science fiction. I don't know what genre of movie is this, but hey, this is the reality we are in, and everybody's accepting a lie. Yes, there is a huge misinformation going on around, but this is the reality that I was just recently faced with, and I don't know, many people, and we're just not doing anything about it. We're just allowing it, and thinking that somebody else will do something about it and it's going to go away. Well, haven't you figured it out by now that 2 weeks turned out in 1 year and did not go away? I mean, really. I also recently had some setbacks because I spoke the truth. I spoke the truth about how I feel. I said the truth about how I feel. I said the truth about what I'm seeing. I said the truth about what I'm hearing. I said the truth about some things that are going around. And because I said the truth, it didn't turn out well. But still I'd rather be the one who tells you the truth in your face than the one who stabs you in your back. We're all gonna go quarrel with our TVs or talk to our close people or friends or whatever, but nobody's gonna actually do anything. How many of you are gonna stand like this and speak publicly? Because of what? You're gonna lose your job? But it's not the problem that somebody loses their lives. That's it. What's more important? I don't even know. It's like this this should have I intended it to sound differently because I spoke from my heart, and it was straight after a cacao ceremony with some mine elders, which turned out to be a very powerful ceremony because it just brought all this to the surface. And uh, it just makes me sad to see what how little courage some people have and how little heart they have. And everybody's talking about the heart. Like I already said, everybody's talking about spirituality. Everybody's talking about human rights and protecting the other. And nobody's actually doing it. It's not like I mean, like I said, in this end, everything turned out fine. But I'm shocked. I'm in a complete state of shock. Because right now I'm wondering, this upsurge of energy is something that we're all receiving. Of course, we're all reacting differently to it. And yes, it's about the alignments that I just told you about. But basically, this coming back to your center is supposed to be about us walking and standing in truth and walking our paths with heart. And I'm seriously seeing too many scared people, too many dishonest people that are just way too ready to use that. Too many people who are there to turn their back on you the moment when you tell them something that it's not supporting the image of themselves that they want to present to you. While at the same time they're being some big authority figures or something. It's just I don't want to support the narratives. They're there as a distraction. So yes, it's an alignment and blending of opposites. And this is the opposite too. This is something that doesn't work well with me. It's sort of the I don't know if it's my opposite, but it's not working well with me. It's not sitting well in my heart. And as long as these alignments that were on the 9th and 11th, from the 9th and 11th, mostly about the alignment of divine feminine and masculine energies, but they're bringing to the surface all these things that are not in alignment with them only in our inner reality, but in our outer reality too. And it's not about about mistreating of women. It's about mistreatment of life. It's about mistreatment of gentleness and tenderness, of openness, of vulnerability, of anything that has a spark in it, a divine spark, of anything that is different from you. Because way too many people don't know how to react to something when it's out of the pattern they're used to. And they're going to they will react with an attack or something hurtful rather than checking inwards or checking with a higher guidance about the way that they should be responding, rather than taking a step back and acting with tenderness, or just simply saying, hey, this is a little bit too much for me at the moment. So I mean, it's a whole lot of humanity lacking around. And sure, you can tell me all about the positivity philosophy, how you create your own reality. Have you ever worked with foster home children? Have you ever been with the people who are desperate? Have you ever went to the people who are disabled or so poor, homeless that they're scared and they don't have anything? Come on. Sure, that works. But a little bit of compassion and empathy too works. A little bit of I'm trying to understand why you're reacting in this way at the moment because you're scared. It works. There are way too many people outside who are needy and in need of help, and they won't always know how to ask for it. This is out of alignment. This is what is out of alignment. And if you are not, of course, you don't have to be overwhelmed by it and drowned by it. But if you are now ready to act compassionately towards that, then all the philosophy that you're selling just falls out. And this is what this alignment is all about. You can't take everybody with you for sure. You can only work on yourself and then the rest goes, but when you work on yourself, it spreads out in the system around you. So sometimes it's going to go smooth and you're going to wake up and, some trigger won't work anymore. And people who triggered you and reacted strangely towards you because you're not triggered anymore won't. But sometimes all those people around you will also need help. Maybe sometimes even people that you were that angry with. So what you're gonna do? This is where your humanity is at test. We as a humanity are at test now. And when we're speaking about a Christos Sophia or Christ, Mary Magdalene realignment energies, do you really think that they will run away from people like that? Come on. Christ worked with the leprous people and people who very seriously with them. Most of you are turning your back towards people like that. And then we're talking about ascension. You think you're gonna ascend without them? Well, think again. When you speak about the new earth, maybe they're the ones that are gonna beat you there. Because those maybe once upon a time they had far more energy that they worked with, and somebody just took them away from them so that they can be what they are. Maybe that was an agreement, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what everybody's scenario is. Maybe there are way too many pockets on this earth that have negative portals, that have many bad things that happen there that needs clearing. Of course, those places are receiving energy too, but sooner or later, especially as somebody who is working with something like this in a spiritual area, energy area, and whatever, working with other people. I'm gonna come to that. Yeah, we have to avoid the places that lower our vibration. But the earth is ascending as a whole. These kind of energies are gonna come up in our collective consciousness. Yeah, higher beings are dealing with that, but some people have to be channels for that. That's all I had to say. Like, there will be a steady pace from now on. Like I said, these portals won't close, so you can access them on your own. You can come back to. I will do a light language transmission now. I said I didn't have the time to create a new way of doing this. I don't have my tools and everything here because I didn't expect I'm gonna be doing this videos here. But I was told to do them. Actually, I was told for the first one. This one I just felt I should do. I wanted to do it because I don't want to step back in front of some of the energies. It was intentional, and I think I got a lot to say, got a lot to offer, and if this is helping at least one person, I'm gonna do it. And like I said, I will do light language transmissions when I'm told to do it. And the previous one, although it's in Serbian, you can go back to and listen to, because it was about realignment of male and female energies. I don't know what's going to come out now because energy is a little bit different than last week. So, yeah, I just need a cup of tea before connecting. I'm sorry if I don't sound as usual, but like I said, I'm not feeling that well now physically. I'm not feeling very connected because of that. So the routine. Come back to your heart. Go into the heart, to the garden of your heart. Pass through the gate of your heart. Look at its state. If anything needs fixing, do that now. And look for a flower of your heart, whether that's a lotus flower or a rose flower or some other flower, doesn't really matter. Just look for the flower and go into the flower of your heart. And go into the center and sit in divine flames. Let the violet flames clear everything from you, all the heavy energy, all the dross, everything that is not yours, that you picked up along the way or whatever was said. Just clear. Let it burn all around you and through you from your skin. See the violet flames coming out of your skin and burning everything. And go into the pearl of your heart, of your higher heart, and sit in the pearl for a little bit more clearing and realignment. Connect with your higher heart and invite your guides at this moment. You will need your guides. We will go to the great galactic central sun, and you will need them to direct your way to the portals that you need to go to. Maybe you need to close them, maybe you need to just receive the energy. Whatever happens for you in this transmission is okay. But invite them to come with you and help you integrate this energy that you're going to receive. And ask them if it's too much for everything to go through them before it comes to you, so that they can balance it and give you as much as you can handle at the moment. And now open the door, the small door. Step into the universe with your guides. And we're going through our sun. Our sun is a portal to another universe, another galaxy. And we're going through our sun. And then, in a blink of an eye, you're coming to the great galactic central sun, to the Alcyon. And just stand a little bit before it. We won't go through it. If some of you feel the need to go through it, you will discuss that with your guides and ask them to take you at another time. Maybe even during this transmission. This is your individual journey. I'm not taking you through it. We're sitting at the edge of the Alcyon, and you can see many ships coming from there. The Galactic Federation light. Or higher brothers and sisters of a higher vibration, higher energy from the dimensions. They're here to help us. And they're here to help you with the alignment that you're about to receive. You already received this alignment. But at some moment, they will give you an antidote for everything that is going on around, and it will be going on around for a bit while. At this very moment, receive the Christos Sophia codes from the Great Galactic Central Sun. And ask your guides to help you realign these codes and help you receive these codes and help these codes realign your inner reality, inner male and female energies and inner polarities and inner conflicts that you might have, and this will somehow be projected in the outside reality for you. So receive the codes now. Tamar tisita kataniato. Tusana katanama tiasrotum tikea. Trasadatanaya totoma katasatanaya tinitiki tokus kanatea. Yesaratatana ketekiara tasatatamaya tota. Feel as a female that you are. How is your inner male feeling? What does he need? How does he need it to receive from you? How does he need you to behave towards him? How do you need to communicate with each other? Have you been neglecting, disrespecting, or overgiving? And how is your inner female doing as a female? How are you doing on the inside, really? How are you feeling? What are you not expressing? What is the truth that you're sitting on? What is it that you need? And how do you need your inner male to treat you and communicate to you? And ata keteako tikedata eketakanatkiaton naketatiaton kerata erakatakiaton maka titishiata. As a male that you are, how is your inner female doing? How have you been treating her? With respect or disrespect? Have you been communicating with her? Or have you been taking her for granted? Have you been true? Have you been neglecting her? What is it that she needs from you? And do you really hear it? And as your inner male, as a male, how is your inner male doing? How are you as a male doing? What is it that you need? How are you really? And are you really expressing it? What is your truth? Do you allow yourself to know your truth? Have you been living and walking your talk? Or are you just going through the motions? Have you been expressing your emotions or denying them? Tiakatamaya toratamaya tunututumayata tiasutakada sitakamayata tukasitakania tutumtakarata askanatikidiatora tasitakiatos. So blend these energies now. Observe whether you're in a male and female. How are they standing? Are they looking at each other? Are they holding hands, dancing or walking together? Or have they turned their back to each other? they communicating or are they in conflict? The relation is not a dance, and it's not a struggle. It's not a fight. It's a balance of one and the same. Every conflict is inner conflict. When you're not talking to your feminine, you're not talking to yourself. You're not talking to a part of yourself. You are being disrespectful to a part of you. And when you are fighting or angry with your male, you are being angry with a part of you that you are not communicating with properly, that you are not in alignment with, because you don't have the modalities and capabilities to hear each other properly. Invite a guide, an inner child, or an inner guide, or whatever you need at this moment to blend these polarities in you, create inner balance between them, and have them hold their hands or communicate or hug each other, whatever you need them to do at the moment. So that there is an inner dialogue, an inner peace, an inner love, an inner lovemaking, an inner communion and union. Iratatatsia kotomaya satakuma tikis kedataka nayati yasato katama katiyatu sumatea tea sera tenia titana hararakarata kakadiatu tanaka naka. Let them blend these energies. Feel all the filaments coming together where they weren't there together before. And now turn towards the great galactic sun and allow your brothers and sisters from higher dimensions to give you an antidote. Against everything that is going on around, flying around, everything that we're bombarded with. Against all the heavy energy and everything that collective is being cleared of. And give it to your guides and ask your guides to give it to you in a form that you can receive now and in the amount that you can receive now. This is not coming through me. This is coming through your guides. I'm not a channel for this, so I'll be silent for a moment. There he is done. And let's all now receive the codes from the Great Galactic Sun and Galactic Federation of Light of realignment of truth and justice that needs to happen, of the true values and anything that humanity is lacking at the moment. So that we can bring some basic human rights back to the forefront and ask our galactic brothers and sisters to help us in this. Allow them to assist us in this. Tekamaka haka katokos katamaka yatiatuma. Diskerakato masikitiawa kati katarata. Sumatanaya tokuku ataskata kataskarata. Sakata taska katokorata. Diskitikitika kumatikiato. Sukata taskata kata. Sumata sata se. Diskitikiata se. 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 Invite them to bring the higher quartz to our reality so that they can become reality and establish justice systems and human rights again in this reality. Kamakatikia tokuma nakatakaska tarakatiaka terakatiaka terakatanaya terana terrakatatikia terrakatakatia terra teranaya terran to tekatakatia. Great galactic sun, the Alcyon, is mother of stars and mother of souls, and the mother of many of you. So if any one of you has the need to go into the portal at the moment, you can do so for a very brief moment with your guides. Dokumatika, tukamekatikia, tukatin, tukada, tukiskada, samataka, tukatia, take your own place. Step into your place. Step into your own life. Step onto your own path. Step into your own reality again. Step back in yourself. Come back to yourself. Come back to your own center. Be fully Here, this is your time. Tea tukatia dana. Tea kitakia tundia tea. Tea kitikia tuskutakakia. Wherever are those parts of you, wherever is the energy that is missing in you, receive it all back now from wherever, whoever has it. It's yours. Have it back now. Kia tokoma nakatikia tomayatia tea koatiskaratia. Sukaratakatsikikitaka. Skakata. Nakatisikota. And step back from the great galactic sun. This transmission, if anyone needs it, will be continuing in your dreams. For now, it is done, and you can always come back to it. Thank everybody who are helping you at this moment, and allow them to come back, to go back to their places. And come back with your guides through our sun, through many universes, and then through ourselves. Come back to our universe, to the earth, and come back to the pearl of your heart, and close the door behind you, and sit a little bit inside and ask your guides to make adjustments so that you can integrate everything that you receive, and so that you can understand it when it's time for it. Some reality is already gone, some things already in the past, and these dynamics and everything that's been going on are done with. That's all in the past. All these past lives, past life dynamics, karmic dynamics, and everything that's been happening at the moment is past. It's finished, it's gone. It doesn't need to pull you anymore. It's over with. You can have a clean slate, and you can write your own new story now with all the codes you just received. Thank you, guides, and come back through the divine flames in the flower of your heart, and sit a little bit in divine flames, and allow divine flames to blend you to blend everything with your energy that you just received, with your DNA, to blend all the codes and create a structure around you that is a new structure that is going to be creating the new, everything new. That is going to be making your life anew, your path, your new path, your reality, the new earth that you are, that comes through you. And then step down from the heart, from the flower of your heart into the garden of your heart. See the state of it at the moment. See how it looks like. And make adjustments accordingly if anything needs to be fixed at the moment. And then slowly come back to this reality in your body and feel your body. Stretch a little bit. Thank you, guides and everybody, all the energies that were supporting you and helping you at the moment. In yourself, in your heart. And thank you for your patience and everything. I might be making a new video about everything that I saw that was going on around at the moment. About what happens in certain situations that when we're being pulled. But I don't know. I will feel it. I will make a video when it's needed. Then I feel it's needed. And yeah, if you need something, you need to share of what you experienced, you can do it in comments or in an inbox, or I'm available again for the individual sessions and for realignment sessions with individual consultations or light language consultations. But basically, yeah, I will be continuing with my program, like I said, differently at some point when I get settled back in after everything, after all these realignments. Thank you very much, and I see you soon with something new.